Hello, Tario Frost here, back again for another video like last Saturday, where I'm just gonna kind of walk through a match I did, because I am kind of dumb and can't record the voice chat for some reason. So I'm facing a friend of mine, Blue. He's using a Tao Ren deck. I'm using the same one as last week, the Blaster deck. So this is a pretty good hand, I thought. Obviously, we're starting with Wingle Brave. We got Morgaine, Sorceress, this guy, Blaster Dark, and Aegis Mer Dragon. I'm sorry, the Heavenly Shock of Disdain. Then we draw into a draw trigger, which we discard to bring out Little Sage Marin. Obviously, they rode into their grade 1, and they have that guy in the back. All I did was go into Marin and attack for 1 damage. Then they rode into their grade 2, Tao Ren. I took the damage. It was a critical trigger. Not much we can do about that. I discard the Pentagleam Sorceress to bring out Blaster Blade, and I'm using Marin's effect to look at the top 7 for a basically grade 2. That grade 2 Blaster, but I don't have any. So then I get to bring out Wingle Brave because of the same effect. If I don't bring out... Basically, if the effect isn't resolved, where I can't add a Blaster, I have to bring out Wingle Brave, which isn't bad. Then I bring out a Pentagleam Sorceress to the rear guard. I decided to do this instead of one of the Blaster Blades, because one of the Blaster Darks, because I don't want to use the effect quite yet. Then I bring out a Mugaine and use the effect, look at the top 2, for a Blaster card, which I got 1. Now I have to bring them out tapped, but that's still 2 monsters, right? Or 2 units, I should say. Then I draw a heal, or I get a heal, power obviously to Pentagleam, but wasn't able to get that other damage. Then they go into the grade 3 Unwavering Heart Tao Ren, which this deck seems really cool that they're using. You know, the art style looked really familiar, but I could not put my name on it. They also bring out Horo and Joko. Then they're using some effects. Their hand is a Maiden, Shaman Oracle, Sealed Ultra Senji Raku, and a Tao Ren. They were able to add another Tao Ren. Then they call a few units. They're able to get 3 full attacks in, which is pretty neat. They deal damage. They get a Blaster Dark into the damage zone, which we do not want to see. Then they're attacking the Vanguard. I decided to PG, which I like because they got a draw trigger. Then I took another one. This one I don't mind, because his deck mostly runs on the Blaster cards, like Blaster Dark and Blaster Blade. You know, so I draw into a Mugaine. Then I discard that Mugaine to go on into Majesty Lord Blaster. Then this is where I bring out Blaster Dark, retire 1, and retire 1 of their rear guards as well. Which is important, because they didn't want them blocking with at least 1 of their cards. And with Majesty Lord Blaster's effect, I wanted to get Blaster Dark into the Soul to get 3 drive, basically. Then I bring out another one to retire 1 of mine and retire their other grade 2, so that way they have no interceptions. But they were able to block the first attack. And I did that because Blaster Dark's effect, when it's brought out to retire 1 of their rear guards, it gets +1 drive. Then obviously, since 1 was brought into the Soul, he gets 3 drives. So I basically put all the power onto Blaster Dark. Now this was a little mistake I made. Only 1 of the Blaster Darks get, only the one that uses the summon effect of retire one of yours to retire one of theirs. Only that one gets the +1 drive and critical. I did not know that. I did this one before the one you saw last week. Just kind of a weird editing and posting time frame, all honesty. But they're rearranging their board, they're calling their units, and they start to attack. I decided to PG because I didn't want to take too much damage. I figured if I could stop this one, stop at least one attack, I would be fine. I'd be happy. So they're able to heal one. That's a front trigger. No, a draw trigger, sorry. And I did not want that to go through. I should have blocked that one to get the Persona ride. But I was a little dumb and I didn't. Not really much I can do. So I play Mugen to try and get a blaster, any blaster, but obviously I don't get any blasters. If I could have gotten one to at least use Majesty Lord Blaster's effect, then that would have been fine. That would have been great. But obviously not really much I can do, there. So I only get one attack, which they pretty much successfully block. I at least get a heal, which is nice. Honestly, I should have taken the counterblasted card, but, hindsight is 20/20, right? But this match went on for a little bit longer than the other one, and they're with one of their effects, they're able to retire 3 of my rear guards. The 2 grade 3s and the one that went behind Lord Blaster there. But, yeah. So I guarded one. I took this one, risked it. Went up to 4 damage here. Guard this one. Drew into a Blaster Blade. Brought it out, was able to use the effect to just counterblast one and retire one of theirs. Then with the Blaster Blade effect, it's just retire one of their rear guards, which honestly is nice. So I was able to do that and retire their rear guard during the battle phase, but they're still able to guard it with a PG. Right, and I was able to draw a Blaster Dark, which is nice. Honestly, I prefer the Blaster Dark effect on Lord Blaster, but either one is fine. Then as you can see, I have 2 5,000, a 3 15k. So honestly, I'm not sure what I guarded completely. I guarded here 45k plus a 15. Unless they got that, they weren't going through, right? Where I ended up getting the overtrigger. Their turn ends because of it. Luckily, I still have the Blaster Dark, and I got Mugen. I'm always trying to outspeed a little bit. So I'm able to bring them out. Then I bring out the Blaster Dark, retire that guy, and retire their rear guard. Then I can go in for at least 2 attacks. Decided to only go in for 1 because because Blaster Dark wasn't strong enough. But I do end up getting both a Blaster Blade and a Lord Blaster to Persona Ride next turn, right? They're able to bring out a few of their guys, the Iron Maiden and Joko. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name, but I don't really have enough to guard everything here, and I'm already at 4 damage, right? Not really a lot I can do, so I end up just taking the damage and losing, because at 73,000 power, there's not much I can do. There's not. I couldn't do anything unless I had a PG, which obviously I did not. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. We're just kind of showing each other our hands at this point, kind of explaining what our plans were for the future rounds, depending on how much we went round-wise. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you subscribe and ring that notification bell to be updated on the next time I upload a video. And I'll see you in the next day, Frosty, my friends.